जड़ या घर की बुनियाद जैसे हो, वैसे ही हर व्यक्ति के जिंदगी में बाल्यावस्था है। शिखर की ऊंचाइयां पहुंचे हुए किसी भी व्यक्ति के जिंदगी में झांकिए, जैकी बुनियाद जरूर बचपन में बनाई होती है। किसी भी व्यक्ति को बड़े पैमानों में बनकर रहना है तो उसे खास ज्ञान यानी नॉलेज चाहिए। ज्ञान पढ़ाई से प्राप्त होता है और पढ़ाई आने के लिए भाषा में प्रावीण्य होना चाहिए। भाषा की अक्षरों में पकड़ रहनी चाहिए। उसी पकड़ के लिए साधना चाहिए। साधना करनी है तो एक साधन चाहिए और वो साधन है अक्षराभ्यास।
स्कूल से शुरू करके उन्नत डिग्री हासिल करने वाले विद्यार्थियां अंक और डिग्री पाने के नाते बगैर गलती से लिखने पढ़ने में बुरी हालत में है। बगैर बुनियाद के भवन कितने मंजिल बने तो क्या है, गिर जाने वाले ही है ना। शिक्षा की मूल भाषा, भाषा के मूल अक्षरमाला या अल्फाबेट। बिना अक्षर भाषा नहीं। अक्षर सीखने की दशा में ही एवं शिशु कक्षा में ही, प्री प्राइमरी लेवल में, नर्सरी, एलकेजी, यूकेजी 3 साल में या देरी से प्रवेशिका के बच्चों को प्रथम कक्षा में ही घट बुनियादी डालना है। अक्षरमाला लिखने पढ़ने में घट बुनियादी डालने के लिए खांचों में अक्षर से मातृभाषा, राष्ट्रभाषा, अंतर्जातीय भाषाओं में गणित के गुणा तालिकाओं से अलग अलग स्लेट बनाए गए हैं। ये पुराने स्लेट से भिन्न है। साधन से ही परिपूर्णता हासिल होती है। इस स्लेट में हजारों बार लिख सकते हैं। बच्चे पढ़ते हुए लिखने से, लिखते हुए पढ़ने से परिपूर्णता हासिल कर सकते हैं। ये टूटने की, भीगने की, घिसने की चीज नहीं है। कागज का खर्च नहीं, केवल पेंसिल का खर्च ही होता है। प्री प्राइमरी में, शिशु कक्षाओं में या बाल शिक्षा में ही अक्षर लिखने पढ़ने में घट बुनियादी पड़ता है। किताबों को पढ़ सकते हैं। पढ़ने के लिए ऊपर के 3 भाषाओं में प्राथमिक विषय से मिला जुला बुनियादी पुस्तकम, बुनियादी किताब, फाउंडेशन बुक के नाम से एक किताब, पेंसिल से कागज के ऊपर साधन करने के लिए 3 भाषा मिलित कॉपी राइटिंग बुक, 6 स्लेट और बैग के साथ अक्षराभ्यास किट पहुंचा रहे हैं। अक्षराभ्यास से बच्चे ही नहीं, अनपढ़ बड़े लोग भी सीख सकते हैं।
తలకట్టు దీర్ఘం గురి గురి దీర్ఘం కొమ్ము కొమ్ము దీర్ఘం
For solid foundation to read and write at early childhood, Aksharaabhyas Slates, Telugu, Hindi, English, Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Kashmiri, Malayalam, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Tamil, Urdu and multiplication tables available separately in each language with letters in grooves for thorough practice by reading and tracing with pencil thousands of times. Unbreakable, paperless, eco-friendly, durable for generations. Aksharaabhyas Slates in Aksharaabhyas Kit.
बचपन में ही घट बुनियाद के लिए अक्षराभ्यास स्लेट्स तेलुगु, हिंदी, अंग्रेजी, आसामीज, बांग्ला, गुजराती, कन्नाडा, कश्मीरी, मलयालम, मराठी, नेपाली, ओडिया, पंजाबी, तमिल, उर्दू और गुणतालिकाओं से जुड़े अक्षराभ्यास स्लेट्स अलग अलग भी मिलने का, कांचों में अक्षर के स्लेटों में हजारों बार पढ़ते हुए पेंसिल से ट्रेस करते हुए सीखने का, ना टूटने का, ना घिसने का, ना भीगने का, बिना कागज खर्च, पर्यावरण है पीढ़ियों तक बचने का अक्षराभ्यास किट में अक्षराभ्यास स्लेट्स।
Aksharabhyas, Nallamalla Reddy Publications Private Limited, Divyanagar, Hyderabad. Phones 9133377095, 9133377096. Visit www.aksharabhyas.com or nallamallareddypublications.com. Aksharabhyas. It is the first step in children's education, starting with learning the letters of alphabets. Sound is the medium of communication, audible to other beings in the neighborhood. Either it is humans, birds, animals or insects. Humans, being brainy animals, transform the sounds into symbols called letters or akshar, which are permanent with the distinct shapes. Akshar is a symbol with specific voice in a language, soft, hard and combination of soft and hard uttered by lips, tongue and vocal sacs through the mouth to communicate. Abhyas means learning the letters of an alphabet or alphabets by practice. Language. Without language, there is no education. Without letters of alphabets, there are no words nor sentences to communicate and learn. Education starts with learning the letters of alphabets, which are made and kept ready by our ancestors who lived in different ethnic communities and regions in the world, who strived for communication from signals and voices, converting them into symbols named as akshar or letter clubbed into words. Words into sentences in written form acquired the name language. It had been continuously transformed in the shapes of the letters and patterns of writing of different languages for the past centuries unknown, has become handy to pass on knowledge from one generation to the next by writing and preserving it for future generations. The difference between educated and uneducated is a thin line. Uneducated can speak in colloquial language, have ideas, thoughts, and knowledge about all around but cannot put them on paper. But educated can communicate by writing. An educated person reads, learns, writes, and acquires knowledge about all fields of life, matters in the world: geography, history, social, literary, cultural, mathematical, scientific, technological, and such knowledge provides impetus to inventions, development of nations and advancement of civilization. knowledge is depicted and expressed in written format, which passes from the past, present to the future generations. Education today. Most of the graduates, postgraduates, and doctorates coming out of colleges and universities are unable to communicate properly in writing without mistakes, except obtaining certificates with marks. It is pathetic in the high school students with rampant downfall in the learning levels, resulting in large-scale dropouts at school level itself. Though we are spending lakhs of crores of rupees on education with millions of teachers, lakhs of schools, thousands of colleges and universities, why is this downfall? The root cause is the neglected foundation in the school at early childhood in the pre-primary level while learning the letters of alphabets. Education is the axis, backbone and conductor of communication of the treasure of knowledge. Inventions in the past and present passing from generation to generation with impetus to the advancement of human civilization right from the primitive to the modern age through the communicative formats of language. Building of a nation in all fronts with advancements of technology and civilization envisaging a knowledge society can occur only through contributions of the educated with their quality learning by squaring up all-round development by leading the less educated and the uneducated sections of the society. Foundation in education. Readability and writability is the first stage in education. Reading and writing the letters of alphabets lays solid foundation. Practice is the only way for perfection. Ability to read and write and perform basic operations with numbers is a necessary foundation and an indispensable prerequisite for all future schooling and lifelong learning. However, various governmental as well as non-governmental surveys indicate that we are currently in a learning crisis. A large proportion of students currently in elementary school have not attained foundational literacy and numeracy, that is, ability to read, comprehend basic text, and ability to carry out basic addition and subtraction with numerals. In olden days, children were made to practice on sand with a wooden sticky reading and tracing the letters of alphabets, learning one after the other, written by the teachers. Later on, slates have entered on which teachers used to write the letters, and the children practice with chalk, with reading and writing. Slates have disappeared and paper had entered from the pre-primary level itself in education, which is not viable for thorough practice, as practice is the only way for perfect learning by reading and writing or tracing at early childhood. Handwriting boosts memory. Handwriting boosts and activates more complex brain connectivity in learning and memory as put forth in Neuron Science News as per Mr. Audrey van der Meer, a brain researcher at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology and co-author of the study published in Frontiers in Psychology. Such widespread brain connectivity is known to be crucial for memory formation and for encoding new information, and therefore is beneficial for learning with careful forming of the letters with the movement of fingers when writing by using more use of senses. Our motto and mission. With the motto and mission, we provide and urge the managements of school and organizations involved in education, particularly the government, with a request to make a provision as one-time expenditure to bring back the disappeared slates. With our new age slates with complete letters in grooves into the schools for the beginners, that is, between 3 to 8 years children for foundation in the letters of alphabets and numerals to achieve readability and writability for meritorious future education, to mitigate the present fallen standards in language and basic maths, which can also be used year after year for the incumbent students, saving money and paper, protecting the ecosystem, aka without which the world is worried today. Our slates. with letters in grooves. Slate is the only device for thorough practice and perfect learning. We have brought out new age slates with letters in grooves, which are unbreakable, washable, non-soaking, cost-effective with usability for generations, eco-friendly, saving nature from cutting of forests for paper and pencil is the only expenditure. These novel slates are depicted with letters of alphabets in the grooves as per the invention. Learning device for beginners for thorough practice of letters of alphabets by writing in grooves. Of our mentor, Sri Nalla Mallareddy, which is granted patent number 318141 in the year 2019. Children can practice hundreds of times in the grooves of the letters with a pencil by learning letter after letter under the guidance of a teacher, as complete letters of the alphabets are depicted in the grooves for tracing by the students. Teacher's time is saved from writing letters on each slate of the students in the class. Teachers can monitor and supervise practice of the letters by the children more effectively with the time saved. We made slates with complete letters in grooves in 15 major languages out of 22 recognized languages in India, including Hindi, English, along the multiplication tablets for beginners maths. Aksharabhyas Kits. We made kits in each language by name Aksharabhyas, enclosed with 3 bags, Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3 in it for systematic learning, included with 2 slates in mother tongue, 2 slates in Hindi, 1 slate in English and 1 slate of multiplication tables, except 3 slates in Malayalam, 1 slate each in Urdu and Kashmiri, keeping in view of the 3 language policy in our country, a foundation book with worldly knowledge to read and learn, and a copywriting book for practice on paper after perfect learning on the slates. Both the books in 3 languages for learning simultaneously by the children after achieving readability and writability, with the choice of the single language also. These kits are very much suitable and are in compatibility with the NEP 2020. Our patent number 318141.